Namaste. I have a message. I'm channeling it through right now. I feel very calm. You find a lot of peace and calmness whenever, I don't know, you're looking for answers, whenever you're just, oh, within. I have a new setup here, a new overall vibe happening on my end. And you might have something similar going on with you. New energy entering your life. I will read your tarot and figure out if I can deconstruct what it is that Spirit has for you at this time. And then I will select from one of these oracles, I'm not sure which one yet, to provide you with higher guidance. The Magician came out first. The Magician. Yeah, I feel called to go into the Sacred Rebels Oracle just based off the Magician. Sometimes the tarot has a lot to say, and it seems like today has nothing to say. Besides the Hermit, the Magician, and maybe one more. Yes, one more. And the Wheel of Fortune. And at the bottom of the deck, I have the Ten of Cups. Remember that you are the sole creator of your reality, and as you begin to dive into your skills here on this magical planet, I think it's easy to forget how much our minds are capable of communicating with sources of divine knowledge, fishing for it, and how that act of diving and fishing, and yeah, I see like a lot of just ocean water, surfing the waves of life. It activates freedom of choice, freedom of being, specifically your freedom to claim good fortune. You have the ability to make the bad times, the tough times, make it more in your favor, make it something that doesn't cause negative changes. It causes changes of excitement. Especially changes in your home. Summertime sadness. You don't have that. You don't have summertime sadness. You have summertime creation. Even in the winter, you create in the winter, you create in the summer, and it can be a bit draining. But be sure to remember your power, remember your skills. Okay, so now I will go into the Sacred Rebels Oracle. I will do a shuffle and see what your higher self needs to know at this time. Your higher creative self. I call upon the unconditional wisdom of the sacred rebel creative heart. Please guide me to provide whoever's watching a message that will resonate to their higher self. Through my own free will, so be it. Yes, the oracle is confirming that you have connected with your heart. That's why it's taking so long for something to jump out. Releasing allegiances. It's your first message. Power of attraction. She feels, she knows. This oracle is all about creativity and coordination with the divine feminine, with the divine mother. Especially with emotional healing. Take a lot of time to step away from, I see here, release allegiances. You have to let go of forms of media. You have to let go of comforts that you might have enjoyed whenever you were younger as in 5 to 10 years ago. You change, and so do, change, the wheel of fortune. And so do your allegiances over time. Your allegiances have changed for your highest good. For your highest good. It's card number 10. Yes, Sacred Rebels Oracle. Focus this one, releasing allegiances, focuses on the necessity of letting go of outdated connections and habits to foster personal growth, higher consciousness, and self love. It encourages stepping back from outward demands, lists, and schedules to reconnect with yourself. Solitude is presented not as loneliness, but as a vital tool for self discovery and refreshing your spirit. Yes, at the very beginning of the reading, I noticed the hermit. I don't have it out. However, that's what it takes to the solitary path of creation, especially your unique contributions to this planet. And this also affirms that if you have been considering a change in lifestyle, new projects, or inner work, this is a sign that you are on the right path and are ready to expand into a higher frequency of experience. A very ignited frequency, power of attraction. Yes. The healing process for this card encapsulates all seasons as your consciousness roams about these landscapes in various seasons. And so does your creative work. It revolves around the seasons, around the planets, astrology, of course. And it all comes down to the present moment, the magic of the present moment. hmm Yes, expansion is in your horizons. Expansion is in your horizons. And it's being felt not only by your higher self, those around you who are feeling your presence depart from old consciousness, and it's being also felt by the Divine Mother, the Divine Feminine, and also that knowing of people noticing your changes. That makes it a little, adds friction to your understanding of change, to your ability of changing. And don't let it devour you. Don't let that friction create the heat that inflames your feet and makes you feel like you're walking a painful path. You have the ability to walk a path of vibrance, of happiness, without feeling like it's burdening your feet, creating issues with your feet. Yes, I'm channeling that your feet are important. If you have something, roll out your feet. Do something every day with your feet, because that process of self-healing, that contributes to your creative power, to your power, to the wheel of fortune, your power to change your fate here on earth. She feels, she knows, indicates that you are experiencing a gentle internal shift where previously held obscured visions are becoming clear. This insight may not arrive as a sudden shock, but as a quiet, heart-centered realization. It suggests that current challenges are a part of a larger plan geared toward your life purpose. Even if the present moment feels difficult, you are encouraged to surrender to the process with trust, as it is laying a foundation for future happiness. Mhm. Yes, your intentions are very important in the present moment, in this present moment. Set beautiful intentions, and you will find yourself in a beautiful, happy life, in a happy home where you don't feel judged, you don't feel sticky, you don't feel stuck to your past self. And you can walk on, just walk on by. Yeah, walk on by. Thank you, Sacred Rebel Oracle, for this message. Yes, and the Lightworker Oracle also has a message for you. I call on the guidance that loves me unconditionally. Please help me with a clear, accurate, and helpful reading. Give me the information that I most need to know and that will help me most now. Thank you. At the time I'm recording this, Mercury is in retrograde, and you might be feeling the same energy. A bit slower than usual. But slow isn't always bad. Slow can be a good thing. You can't rush your creative process. There's no need in rushing your creative process, especially self-development, your self-development process. You can learn as much, you can take as many tests, study for as many quizzes, but it all comes down to how you express yourself outside of those. Oh yes, thank you. At the bottom of the deck, I have Christ consciousness. How you express yourself outside of these very structured tests, programs, whatever. Be free. You're free to be yourself and explore. Yes, 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 the Merkaba of light. The Merkaba of light. And, oh yes, power of the divine masculine. The Merkaba of light, yes. It surrounds you at this time. Just breathe slowly in through your nose and out through your nose. And be sure that your exhale is longer than your inhale. And just imagine the Merkaba of light all around you, filling your space with the light of change that you know is always present. But specifically right now in this present moment, you have really grounded yourself into this awareness in your mind. Letting go of psychic contamination. Letting go of psychic contamination is important for you at this time. And embracing a clear chitta, a clear, unconditioned heart-mind field of consciousness. When entangled energetically, boundaries can be muddied and your own inner light temporarily obscured. That can make it harder to see clearly, to discern what is yours and what belongs to another. Especially generational trauma. Letting go of generational trauma. The chariot is also indicated here. Merkaba is a spiritual chariot of divine presence. It is protective. It aligns the soul with authentic pathways. Yes, those paths that don't burn your feet, that don't give you bunions, that don't cause more stress than what is actually intended for you by the divine feminine. By the power in you, claiming the right to step on your own path, to step into whatever source of light you feel is working for you. And this will give you power as you step away from life, from the media, from energy that tries to tangle you up. Yes, I see an entanglement here. Entangle you in the wheel, in the momentum of creation that others create. And this encourages you to be more assertive. Be more assertive and remember that you have the power to do something, the power to change. You don't have power over change, and you don't have power over other people, especially as a spiritual leader. You are ready for any challenge that comes your way, any challenge in your life. Especially, oh yes, power of attraction, power of the divine masculine. Lots of masculine power. And I will gather one more Lightworker card. Thank you. Wonderful. At the bottom, Divine Beauty. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. Or is it Gabriel? Archangel Gabriel, yes. Thank you for the fourth ray of harmony and the reassurance of the golden light. Reassurance of the golden light. This is a spiritual gift from the universe, and it is reminding you that whilst the struggle to continue on the path with trust, patience, faith, and courage may seem almost overwhelming sometimes, the universe is with you, supporting, loving, and believing in you every step of the way. You are not alone. You are never forgotten. You are always loved and encouraged to take your journey. you are reminded that the universe is smiling upon you. This oracle is a token of spiritual friendship, a reminder that you are not alone. You are not alone. This is a soul hug from the golden light of reassurance. Oh, yes, I can really feel this golden hug enveloping you. The golden light says to you, I am with you now and always. Let me comfort you and bring you peace. Feel the beauty of my love for you. All is well. All is well indeed. Oh, sorry, I need to adjust my posture here. I prefer sitting on the floor. I just feel like it's better than sitting in a desk doing these readings. Mm-hmm. And it's your breath. Your breath is so important, and the connection between your breath and the other forces of regulation in your body. Yes, yes, yes. I think that now that I'm very deep into this channel, you need no. There's a message from a deity, and it is Kali. Kali has a message for you. Kali has a message. Is it this one? No. That's what it is. Kali wants me to chant, to call upon her. And the chant is specific to Kamala Devi. Shrim Harim Sharim Kamalai Kamalaye Prasid Sharim Harim Sharim Maha Lakshmaye Lakshmaye Namaha. And I'm just going to repeat that 8 times to really dive into Kali. Sharim Harim Sharim Kamalaye Kamalalaye proceed. Om Shrim Harim Shrim Maha Lakshmiye Namaha. I'm doing my best. I'm learning. This is the first time I'm chanting this one. Om Shrim Harim Shrim Karmalai Karmalai Prasid. Om Shrim Harim Shrim Maha Lakshmiye Namaha. Om Shrim Harim Shrim Karmale Karmalale Leye Prasid. Om Shrim Harim Shrim Maha Lakshmi Ye Namaha. Om Shrim Harim Shrim Kamalaye Kamalalaye Prasid. Om Shrim Harim Shrim Maha Lakshmiye Namaha. Om Shrim Harim Shrim Kamalaye Kamalalaye Prasid. Om Shrim Harim Shrim Maha Lakshmiye Namaha. Om Shrim Harim Shrim Kamalaye Kamalalaye Prasid. Om Shrim Harim Shrim Maha Lakshmiye Namaha. Om Shrim Harim Shrim Kamalaye Kamalalaye Prasid. Om Shrim Harim Shrim Maha Lakshmiye Namaha. Om Shrim Harim Shrim Kamalaye Kamalalaye Prasid. Om Shrim Harim Shrim Maha Lakshmiye Namaha. Mata Kamala Devi. Mata Kamala Devi, gentle and all-powerful divine queen, supreme feminine being, without consort or constraint, goddess of the present moment, sacred mother of the fulfillment of innate divine purpose, you provide wealth to support the soul's awakening. After the fires of transformation and sacred exertions of will to conquer the obstacles, you are peace, assurance, comfort, and success. You are the divine harvest. You are the blessed final outcome, the divine fruition. I bow to you, Kamala Ma, and invoke your growing presence, influence, protection, and guidance in my life and in our world, for the spiritual benefits of all beings. Jai Ma. Yes, goddess of the present moment. Goddess of the present moment. Kahadga. In the present moment, that's where you can find and cultivate the power of discernment. This relates to the Sanskrit word for sword. Devi Kahadgahasta means the Divine Mother who wields the sword. What is the sacred weapon? The sword severs, breaks, and destroys. It can be a symbol for truth and the need of the soul to let something or someone go, even though the attachment of the ego may demand that we remain connected out of fear of loss or fear of pain of loss. She wields the holy sword of divine severance, empowering the soul in radical letting go. She instills the courage to bear the pain of loss and the wisdom to realize the secret blessing that can only arise when we embrace change. Where our strength of will may falter, she intervenes to ensure we do not sabotage our ultimate fulfillment and spiritual progress. She will not allow our souls to be ensnared in any kind of deception or trapped in fear. She is the liberator, and her sword clears the path, revealing truth. Yes, Kali is taking on this form. Kamala Devi, holding the sword. Kahadga. When Kali Devi's sword appears in a message, she advises that whatever we are struggling with can and should be handled over to a higher power. She will sever the threads of attachment, and we can trust that if someone or something is meant to remain in our lives, or to return according to divine love and wisdom, then so it shall be. If we need to go against divine love to keep something, it can only create suffering. She will not only remove that impediment on your path, but support you, so the release brings you joy rather than endless sorrow. The oracle of Kahadga denotes divine workings in a struggle you are moving through at this time. There is a predestined series of events to occur, as orchestrated at a higher level. The timing will incorporate the paths of those you have soul contracts with and the movement of the collective consciousness, for you to be at the appropriate vibration to move in harmony with where you need to be and whom you need to interact with. Certain releases have to take place now. You can trust in the doors that close just as much as the doors that will open as a result. Now, if you can, find a spot to lay down. This will be my final invocation ritual to Kali. You can take on Savasana or corpse pose, lying down on your back with your arms and legs slightly apart. You can do this in a slightly darkened room, or wherever you feel the most comfortable right now. And relax and settle into your breathing. And you're called to meditate. And Kali will reveal this path for you. Beloved Divine Mother Kali, Devi Gahasta, you wield the divine sword of protection that severs attachments and allows for spiritual progress and freedom, for the heart to find and express divine fulfillment. May the process of letting go bring me peace and receptivity to the great blessings you generously bestow upon me, for the spiritual benefit of all beings. Jai Ma Kali. And I feel one more card before you begin your meditation. If you're still in corpse pose, that's fine. Wherever you're at is perfectly fine. Just remain in your power, in your present power. Yes, Archangel Raphael, thank you for past life, present power. Yes. To conclude, I will call upon Rumi just for some sweet talking to ease your mind. Of course, you do always have the reassurance of the golden light. Yes, at the bottom, Merciful Mother Jamal. Rumi, brother of my soul, who loves me beyond condition, please provide me with a message of ultimate spiritual healing, and take over this message now for the highest good. She offers the sacred wine, so drink. This was in my last Rumi reading. It's a beautiful oracle. It really aligns with Kali's energy too. Sorry, I'm trying to fix the lighting just to really get a good view. Okay, it's not going to be amazing. Here is Rumi's poem from She Offers the Sacred Wine, So Drink. O wine giver of enlightened hearts, offer me the wine of your kindness, for this is the reason you have brought me here from the desert of oblivion. O beautiful wine giver, pour me the wine that gives me insight. Offer me the wine from the sea of love, and fill my heart with pearls. Pour it into my heart until I shred the veil and go beyond reason. My spirit is consumed by judgment, and my life is reduced by thoughts. Pour that precious wine over the frozen cries of skeptics until their words become warm and their nays become yeas. Rumi. Will you say yes to me? I want to take you with me on a wild adventure. There we shall be, tripping, stumbling, falling like fools, laughing our most unconstrained laughter as we drink the sweetest of offerings. Rocious and silly we shall be, though undoubtedly we are from the noblest and most royal lineage. Nonetheless, standing inside the tavern, warm and illumined by the golden hearth fires, we will hold on to each other, barely able to stand up straight, crying with so much laughter, sweet wine coursing through our blood. Yes, this is... People likely envy you in some way or another. And it's because you're just so good at loosening your grip. You're so good at letting the divine take care of things for you. I love this part of the reading. Everyone will envy you, though if you open your heart to invite them too, many will say, "Oh no, I have to wash my hair, and I have to sort through my accounts, and count my fingers and my toes. It will take me too long, and I simply won't be ready to attend. But you go, of course. You enjoy yourself whilst I am working long and hard at things so very important." And you may hang your head and wonder if you too should stay at home to wash your hair and tend to your accounts and count your fingers and toes, many times over perhaps, to make sure you get it right. But then you'll hear the distant sounds of clinking glasses, of music, of stomping and dancing and laughter, and you'll think a wise thought. So wise, indeed, that you'll stop thinking immediately after thinking it. That thought will be, "Forget this to-do list. I am going to have some fun." This oracle comes with guidance for you. Are you having fun yet? Well, you may need to wash your hair and tend to your accounts. That is fine. You may even need to count your fingers and toes. But over and over again, beloved? Oh, did I read that correctly? I did, yes. Sorry. Over and over again, beloved? Surely you can find some time in between the endless to-dos of your to-do list and to throw a tantrum and come dancing with me instead. Your honor and commitment, discipline and focus are certainly to be rewarded with some uninhabited nonsense, hopefully. Come, put aside that seriousness for a moment or more, and allow the wild child in you to take your body and soul for a spin. Together, let's go and paint the town the color of love. For the sacred honoring ritual, if you have a glass with some drinkable liquid, water is fine, or juice, or wine if appropriate, and you prefer this option, then you are ready for your ritual. Place your hands over the filled glass and say the following. All things emanate from the divine beloved, and the divine beloved lives in all things. In this sacred nectar, I receive the gift of love from the divine beloved. I sip, I drink, I partake of the sacred gift offered to me now. I place my mind aside and choose instead to bear witness to what is offered now. Through the gift of grace, I ask for assistance that I may remember what it is to play and to find the joy of living, the delight of my path, and the humor of life. Bless me with such grace. So be it. Drink. You have finished your sacred honoring ritual. And of course, if you're called, you can dance around your lounge room and listen to your favorite spiritual songs, whatever songs you feel are appropriate to spark your solitary and creative journey within. That is everything that I am gathering for this reading. Thank you so much for watching, and if this resonated, feel free to subscribe. I am always connecting with the Divine Mother in her many forms, and now that I have Kali, I'm just feeling so humbled and feeling ferociously protected by the will of her grace. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. With love and gratitude. Namaste.